Hi, this is Celenia Delsol. Welcome to part 3 of my 4-part video series. And in this video, I'm just going to show you how to do EFT. So the first thing you want to do is identify an issue to work on. I have an article that's due in 4 days for a new magazine that's launching at the beginning of next year that a friend of mine is publishing. So there's some time pressure, and then there's some pressure that I'm putting myself to just do a good job. And I would say that my level of distress on a scale of 0 to 10 is about a 7, a pretty solid 7. So identify the issue that you want to work on, and I'm going to call it my nervousness about the article. And then assign a distress level to it, and I would say for me it's a 7. And then we can start tapping. So the first thing we're going to do is call the setup phrase. The setup phrase has 2 parts. It's even though, and you name the problem, the issue, I'm nervous about doing this article. And the second part of the setup phrase is I completely and deeply love and accept myself. So this is kind of a radical statement to make. I think that many of us are functioning from a place of at least mild, if not wild, self-criticism. It's kind of alarming how much I'm saying to myself that's not very positive and not very supportive. So most of us do that. And it's important to name what that is, to allow it to surface and give it words, name it, identify it, focus on it, be aware of it. And then say, even though that stuff is going on with me and I have this perception about myself, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. And the combination of the two is extremely powerful. And it's difficult to describe. It's really something you need to experience. So you start with the setup phrase, even though I'm really nervous about this article, and you're going to be tapping on what's called the karate chop point. I completely and deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm nervous about doing a really good job on this article, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I want to do a really good job for my friend, a lot is on the line for her in terms of the success of her magazine. I don't want to fail her. I don't want to fail me, and I don't want to fail her readers. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Then we're going to tap on the rest of the acupressure points. The first one is on the inside of the eyebrow. This nervousness about the article. The next is outside of the eye. This nervousness about the article. The next one is under the eye, this nervousness about the article. The next one is under the nose, this nervousness about the article. The next one is on the chin, this nervousness about the article. The next one is on what's called the collarbone point. There's like two little knobs in the center of your chest where your collarbone ends in the center. And then from those 2 little knobs, if you go out and down about an inch, you're going to hit some softer tissue. That's where you want to tap. So this nervousness about the article. Then the next point is under the arm. On women, it's where your bra line crosses along your side. This nervousness about the article. And the final point is on the top of your head. If you take a line from the tops of your ears and draw up to the top of your head, where they meet in the center, that's the point. Top of the head point, this nervousness about the article. And you've completed a round of tapping. You've started with your setup phrase, you repeat that 3 times, and then you tap on all the other points as you use reminder phrases. And it can be the exact same reminder phrase, or, bring up whatever happens to surface for you, whatever thoughts or feelings you're having about this issue, name that and tap on that. And you're done. chances are after a few rounds you're going to see that your level of distress has gone down. It may have gone down a lot and maybe not a lot. It may have stayed the same. And in some instances it actually goes up, and that's because the energy is getting stirred up and other issues and feelings and thoughts are coming up as well. So there might be a little rise in your distress level before it comes down. But ideally you want to get it down to 0, 1, or 2 level of distress. And then what you can do is start tapping in the positive. What I've shown you so far is what I refer to as tapping out the negative. So you're naming the negative stuff and you're bringing your level of distress down. But once you've done that, then you can tap in some positive affirmations and choices and statements, how you want to experience, what you want your experience to be. I choose to feel confident in my writing. I choose to organize my time so that I'm not rushing at the last minute. I choose to know that my friend is going to love my article. I choose to know that the readers are really going to enjoy it as well. So you're getting a sense of some of the positive things, the positive spin that you can put on this issue. But don't do it until you've brought your level of distress down considerably to a 0, 1, or 2. And that is it. You've tapped, you've talked, and hopefully you're feeling a lot better.